Hello, I'm Christian Tolden, Director General of the Department of Business Development, Culture and Sports at the City of Bergen.
Hi, and I'm Lisa, founder of the Experience Business in the UK.
We'd like to share an experimental program called Taking the Initiative, which reimagines how the City of Bergen can support community flourishing differently and better through culture and creativity. This came about because we believed there was an unfulfilled potential for the City of Bergen to make a meaningful difference to people's lives. Potential that is sometimes stifled by the existing bureaucratic systems and the way community engagement is usually practiced. For example, the City of Bergen holds a lot of power that can undermine citizen agency. Our budgets are held in departmental silos, meaning funding is fragmented and doesn't support community flourishing holistically. And we tend to view Bergen through the lens of services and infrastructure, which deflects attention away from the invisible grassroots vitality of our city. This makes us sometimes out of touch with the reality of people's lived experiences in and of their own communities.
Within the cultural department, community engagement is usually interventionist, focusing on predetermined instrumental objectives, leading to a patchwork of short-term initiatives with limited lasting impact. Participants are usually characterised by age, race, gender, identity, etc., which can perpetuate the very divides the city is hoping to address. And there's often a deficit mindset that casts the public as being deficient in some way, a problem that can be solved through culture. This mindset disempowers the very people these cultural initiatives are aimed at.
Then there's how we work with the talent pool of artists we use to deliver programs in the community. Whilst the purpose is to present art of high quality to different target groups, our approach largely ignores the specific skills that artists have as facilitators, sense makers, creative catalysts, and change agents.
So these are our three systemic issues: an inflexible bureaucratic system, an interventionist mode of community engagement, and a model of working with artists that fails to leverage their potential to engage meaningfully with communities.
In response, we have been developing and trialing new ways in which the City of Bergen can amplify its community impact by recasting artists as instruments of the people. We have employed 3 socially engaged artists to work in service to the community for social good, paid a living wage by the City of Bergen, whilst operating at arm's length from it. The goal is to listen deeply, develop relationships, build trust, then respond to ideas from the community for the benefit of that community. Along the way, we have been exploring how far we can go in disrupting the norms associated with a bureaucratic system.
For example, we're not in control, there is no plan, and we have no instrumental objectives. Instead, our artists have total freedom to create value with the community: cultural value, social value, and human value. Because this value is difficult to quantify, we have moved from a mindset of metrics and measurements to a more qualitative understanding of what public value looks and feels like, and developed a fresh, new, emotionally intelligent language with which to describe that value. With no predetermined or quantifiable goals, we have shifted towards a more open-ended, agile way of working, embracing experimentation and supporting our artists to take creative risks in the spirit of ongoing learning.
And finally, by embracing a citizen-centered grassroots approach, we are shifting from a problem-solving mindset to respecting the community as experts in their own lives, working with them to realize their ideas and the unrealized potential they undoubtedly have. So, what have we achieved so far, Lisa?
Well, in a short delivery period of under 11 months, we've engaged with over 1,000 citizens. Our artists have knocked on people's doors, attended community meetings, and held informal gatherings in schools, libraries, bus stations, churches, and sports halls. They've invited people to engage with them by the water's edge, in a field, in a forest, on a mountain, in a shopping centre, and at the roadside. And they've brought people together in new and different ways, intergenerational, intercultural, interfaith. And we have seen people from all walks of life creatively reflect on their lived experience of place, engage in profound acts of self-expression, and share experiences and perspectives with people not like them. Our artists are already becoming known and valued in their neighbourhoods, and we now have a creative footprint that is growing with every passing month. For example, an exhibition in an urban forest that encouraged young people at risk to blossom and fully express themselves. A cafe library space created in a recently closed school building, bringing people together in a village that had no social drop-in spaces. A pop-up community sauna and a village bonfire that brought warmth and well-being to the dark side of a fjord. Muslims and Christians have feasted together, shared stories, and delved into each other's perspectives to bring fresh, mutual understanding. A community Christmas celebration has brought people of all ages together in a town that had no Christmas tree and no cultural calendar. And children have explored neighbourhood places and developed creative ideas to bring increased safety into their world. And finally, we're looking to develop a bus terminal outside a busy shopping mall into a community curated gallery, bringing colour and creativity to everyday life.
This is community flourishing in action. We are weaving a tapestry of creativity and agency into the lives of local communities, with and by those communities, and in a way that is meaningful and relevant to those communities, ignited by artists and powered by people. We are achieving this by giving artists the autonomy to make a difference in ways a conventional bureaucracy simply cannot achieve. In doing so, the city of Bergen has found new ways of empowering citizens to make a positive difference to their lives. We thank you for this opportunity to share taking the initiative and are happy to talk with anyone who wants to find out more about the lessons we have learned.